What's up, everyone? How's it going? Angel from MMA here, and it's almost like, I don't know, it's the next day after UFC 319, Chimaev versus, or should I say Plessis versus Chimaev. It was an awesome card in Chicago. I expressed feelings that I was sad I didn't go. Still sad I couldn't go. But oh well, man, I enjoyed it from home with my good friends, and it was just an incredible fight. From top to bottom, a lot of good stuff on the prelims. Some of the main card stuff was iffy here, and we'll get there. A lot of good finishes, 2 double spinning elbow finishes back to back by Carlos Prates and Leon Murphy, stuff that I was really not expecting, so it's really phenomenal stuff. Before we get started with today's video, I just want to say if you guys are new around here, be sure to subscribe, help me out a little bit. I greatly appreciate it. We're pushing to 500 subscribers, and you guys will help me a lot. Thank you. But also, on the topic of Carlos Prates, I just want to say I now have an affiliate link with Full Violence. So if you guys like the clothes, I like the clothes. Like I have this one right here. I'm just gonna demonstrate. This one's the Fighting Nerds one. Looks pretty cool in my opinion. I like it a lot. Shout out Carlos Prates and the Fighting Nerds. This is one of the many shirts that you can get from Full Violence. They have a variety of stuff, new drops all the time. And this type of clothes is something you'll like. It's kind of heavier fabric, sits nice, it's not like oversized, that new trendy look. If it's something that you think you would like, please use my link, check it out. I get a little bit of every purchase you get using my link. It can help me out a lot. But yeah, with that out the way, let's get started with today's video. So let's start all the way down here, the early prelims. Ibali Idris versus Joseph Morales. Decent fight while it lasted. Joseph Morales gets the absolute upset of the night, maybe, I think. I think maybe been a little bit more of an upset here and there, but he got an ultimate upset here in the tough finale, pulling off a submission in round number 2. Phenomenal, especially against the dude from Kazakhstan. I respect the people from Kazakhstan a tremendous amount. Have amazing fighters such as Khamzat, Shavkat Rakhmonov, Triple G, really good people up there. He did his stuff. Congratulations. Welcome to the UFC. Then after that, we had Corinne Silva versus Dean Barbosa. So it's a women fight. She won. Congratulations. Next, Edson Barbosa versus Drug Card Close. Damn, Edson Barbosa was the unk for show, man. He was an unk. He's looking a little bit older, man. I wonder how much longer he has left in this fight. I feel like every time they were in boxing exchanges, Jakar Close was just doing his stuff. Edson Barbosa had to resort to wrestling and clinching against the cage to, do some damage, which, isn't what we really like to see. We'll talk about that later. Then, to kick off the prelims, Chase Hooper versus Alexander Hernandez. This was an interesting fight while it lasted. I kind of respected a lot of Chase Hooper's ability to, take fights to the ground, but here, I don't think he really attempted it at all. I didn't remember it really. On the feet, he's kind of abysmal, and Alex Hernandez just sniped him at the closing seconds of the round and finished him. Literally by the buzzer, it was over. Really disappointing for Chase Hooper. He's just not strong. He's literally like a jiu-jitsu guy, is the best way I can put it. He has, maybe I'm not the best guy to speak about it, but he doesn't have the strongest build, and his striking has never been his strong suit. Against these stronger, stockier guys, he's always gonna struggle, and same thing here. He just got knocked out. Tragic. Chase, the thug Hooper getting put out in Chicago, his home city, but oh well. Then we had Joshua Andrade versus Lupi Gordinez. Lupi did her stuff. Congratulations to her. Again, it's just something missing that I can't be behind Lupi Gordinez, but yeah, she's gonna be something, It's just what is going on, I'm a little bit more disappointed than anything, every time I see her fight, and I don't want to sound rude when I say that, but this is how I feel. I'm just she wins, but then she's just losing sometimes, and it just looks kind of embarrassing in a way. Good win, I suppose, though. We'll see if she can keep getting better. Then we had Gerald Mearshot versus Michal Oleszejczyk. Man, bro, ever since bro went to Fighting Nerds, he's just a beater, and he put Gerald Mearshot out in the first round. Good finishing sequence, good work from him. He called out, what did he call out? Someone in the top 15. Oh, he called out Marvin Vettori. He wants to fight Marvin Vettori. I think that could be a good fight for both guys. You can see who's really in there, who's not. Vettori didn't look too terrible against Brendan Allen, but Brendan Allen was just, better. So good for him. Hopefully that fight gets made. Then we had Bussinger, Suyukayev versus Eric Nolan. Suyukayev looked kind of human in the first round. Eric was landing and hitting him good. Second round, some of the same. But eventually, Suyukayev took him down to the ground. Got to his back. No, actually, before he got him to the ground, he kicked his knee and it really damaged his foot. He visibly held his knee to demonstrate that he was in pain. And from there, Suyukayev smelled blood, took him down, took his back, and choked him out. Good win for him. 2 wins in a single week. Not many people can say that. So congratulations to him. He's gonna kick off his UFC career pretty well. Now into the main card. Let's get onto my disappointments, man. I'm so sad. All the fighters I wanted to win kind of lost. Kai Sakura, just selling like always, man. How you gonna lose to Tim Elliott? This is so sad. Very, very sad. Tim Elliott being super awkward, just flowing around basically. Never really being in one spot more than a second. Kai Sakura struggling to find the range, and as soon as I think he finds something, Tim Elliott shoots a takedown and controls him. Second round starts, some of the same. Now Kai Sakura's even more hesitant to throw. Tim's just doing his stuff, landing, eventually takes him down, gets into a mounted guillotine and chokes him out. Good win by Tim Elliott. You gotta give respect where respect is given. And he did his stuff. Proud of him, but very disappointed in Kai. Very disappointed. What's next for him at this point, bro? He can't even. Why do we think he was gonna beat Pantoja, bro? Couldn't defeat Tim Elliott. On to the next fight, we have Jared Cannonier versus Michael Venom Page. This one I was very interested to see because, Michael Venom Page is pretty much a guy who's like, I'll do whatever I want, and you just gotta try to not let me. And pretty much this fight, styling on Jared Cannonier. I don't know if I want to call it a knockdown. I don't think it's officially ruled a knockdown, but he puts him on his butt 2 times in the fight, styling on him. Eventually, Jared, after battling to get any type of takedown, finally gets a takedown. Doesn't really amount to much. Michael Venom Page wins by decision. I think that was probably one of the safer bets of the night. I didn't think that he would put him on his butt though, so that was pretty impressive. And I guess it's fun to see his emotes. It's not the worst thing in the world. So good win for Michael Venom Page. Now we reach Jeff Neal and Carlos Prates. Shot full violence, you already know. Use my link. Alright, I don't know, man. That's the first time I have anything affiliate wise, so I'm gonna abuse it, but yeah, please buy. Jeff Neal versus Carlos Prates. Carlos Prates was just super well prepared for Jeff Neal, just countering him, luring him in to hit him again, time and time again, and eventually, in literally the closing minutes of the round, another buzzer beater KO, just spinning elbows, boom, knocks him out. It was crazy. He just died. It was one of those moments you're like, holy moly, man, this was sensational. I feel a little bit bad for Jeff Neal because I respect people who work hard, and it seems like he likes to work hard and trying to be better. But damn, suddenly you just run into a fucking train, man. Good win, Carlos Prates, man. I would love to see him fight literally anyone up the rankings. He called Leon Edwards. That would be kind of cool. I'd love to see it. Now we have Aaron Pico versus Leon Murphy. Oh my god, bro. Disappointed. Pico, I brought into the hype, man. I'm not gonna lie. He was supposed to be Mozart, supposed to do this and that. And to be fair, he looked really, really good for 3 minutes. I think he hurt Leon real early in the fight, hitting him, stinging him to the body, kept ripping to the body, took him down. It was phenomenal. Phenomenal. Even on against the cage, Leon Murphy tried to get a ninja choke. Aaron Pico got out of it pretty quickly. Was doing good until he wasn't. He cut a weird angle. Leon Murphy saw that and threw a spinning elbow right into his fucking face. And that's all she wrote, man. GG's. Just out cold. And this one was worse than Jeff Neal's because Jeff Neal looked like he was still in there, but he was like, whoa, whoa. But Aaron was like, It was bad. This was like tremendous knockout. Leon Murphy is probably gonna fight Volkanovski. I don't know, man. Why does he have to fight Volkanovski, man? That's not cool, man. He's number 6 in the world, dude. Yeah, he got a good knockout, but jeez, man, like I want to see Mozart fight for the belt. What more does he have to do? What more does he have to do, man? Let's see Leon versus Yair. I'd rather see that fight, man. Come on. I want to see him fight for the belt. And that low-key is the hater in me, but let me hate. Now the main event, man. Absolute domination. Damn. That's really all I can say, man. Khamzat did what we thought he was going to do. He took him down and just controlled him. It was very disciplined. Where instead of chasing a finish, he just controlled him the entire time. I believe they said that he threw the most strikes of all time in this fight. Plessis wasn't really too bad. I believe maybe he was slightly cut for some elbows, but besides that, nothing too crazy. But damn, bro, he put a pace on Plessis and it was insane. Insane, man. I'm still in disbelief. Yeah, it could have been a little bit, more entertaining, but what a coming out party for him. The new middleweight champ at long last. I feel like whenever these big moments are coming, you can just feel it in the air, and it was truly his time. I'm happy to see him win. Good for him. But, if I'm being fair, it could have been more exciting. He was in crucifix and couldn't really do much. I guess he could have done some more damage, but at the risk of, losing the position. So he didn't. It's kind of lame, I guess, in foresight. But I'm just happy to see him as champ. Hopefully, I don't know. I think his next title defense should be pretty good. I'd like to see Anthony Fernandez fight him. Because you gotta look at it logistically speaking. He wants to come back in October. And if he does, there's a few names that it could either be. It'll either be Reiner the Ritter or Anthony Hernandez. I think Reiner the Ritter gets absolutely mollywopped. Anthony Hernandez would be an absolute war. I would love to see that. Any of those two would be awesome. Plessis, we'll talk about that another day. But yeah, low-key excellent fight. A lot of good moments, a lot of amazing moments. Shot full violence. I love you guys. If you guys, fuck with me, subscribe, please. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Until next time.